Hi everybody, Patrick here from EngineeringShock.com, Engineering Shock Electronics. This is Project 7, call and answer for the LoRa kit on Kickstarter. So again, Project 6 saw us using the motion sensor and transmitting the data from the receiver to the hub, or the transmitter, when motion was detected, and the hub would say, oh, motion detected in area 3, 3 being the address of the receiver. So, in this case, we're not going to make any changes. If you haven't already done Project 6, do it, because we've got our jumper on PIR for ADC pin 38, because this project builds on Project 6 and Project 3. The idea here is that, you're expected to have watched the Project 6 video already, but this receiver acts as a motion detector. And in Project 6, when a detected motion, it would send an alarm to the hub, and the hub would say, oh, motion detected in area 3. And now in this video, what's going to happen is, let's just say we've got a bunch of these motion sensors, and they're all transmitting at once. Let's just say there's movement all around the house, and they're all trying to transmit back to the hub at the same time. But the problem is that you do that, and stuff's going to get bungled. The hub is going to say, what the heck? It's not going to be able to the signals are going to interfere with each other. So how do we get around that? Well, basically, let's just say in this case, the motion detector, it detects motion. It's going to store that information and say, okay, I've been tripped. And the hub is going to individually call on all addresses from 0 through 9. And if there's a receiver with an address, like let's say there's 3 receivers and they've all got different addresses, they're only going to send back data when they're called upon. And if there's no existing hub in range with that address, it just ignores it. So in this case, what will happen is I'm going to trigger this, and the hub's not going to do anything, because the hub is busy saying, hey, address 1, are you there? If so, have you been tripped since I've last talked to you? If address 1 doesn't exist, it just goes on to address 2. If address 1 does exist, it will transmit back, basically say, nah, all good here, or yes, I've sensed motion since you've last spoke to me. So the transmitter, or the hub, is cycling through. Now we've only got one receiver with address 3. So let's hook it all up. So just like Project 6, we've got Project 7 RX on Kickstarter, address is 3, and it's giving us a countdown to leave the room. And it gives us a timer. So the unit will only become active when that timer elapses. And again, for Project 6, I should be leaving the room right now because it's calibrating. You need time on power up for the sensor to stabilize. On top of that, it needs if I'm in here, the output of the sensor is all wonky because it's detecting me. I'm standing right above it, so I'm going to reset it, and it's going to go through that again and leave the room. Now, I'm going to go back to the transmitter, and I'm going to plug it in. And it's just going to start cycling through addresses. Project 7 TX on Kickstarter, TX being hub or transmitter. Sending data to address 0, sending data to address 1, sending data to address 2, sending data to address 3, and address 3 is the other one, but it's not done yet. It's still doing the countdown. So it should be done by the time it reaches around to get to it again. Address 7, address 8, it's just sending arbitrary data of 1, 2, 3. Address 9, address 0, address 1, address 2, address 3. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go trigger it in the other room. So now when I go back, because light has changed, it's going to motion has been detected, it's going to wait to be talked to again. Say, hey, yeah, since we last talked, there's been motion. Address 2, and ready for it? Address 3, yep, act received, motion was detected. But now it's going to reset. And it's just going to ignore it until motion has been detected again. So it's not reporting back. No, if nothing comes back, if no acknowledge is returned, it means that there's nothing has happened since we last talked. What are we at? Address 1, address 2, address 3, and address 4, so I'll trigger it again. Address 8, address 9, and this is a very helpful project, trust me. This will ensure that you'll never get stuff or blocking each other. Address 3, we're going to get, motion detected in area 3, and so on. So then it just resets and starts scanning again in the other room. So what's so special about this project is if you have all these receivers or sending information at the same time, you're going to get lost packets, data packets. Yeah, and that's really a problem. I've designed stuff with these LoRa boards, these health tech LoRa boards before, and if you have stuff transmitting at the same time, it takes quite a bit of time to transmit. And if you if you got stuff transmitting at the same time, the hub is going to ignore it. It's not going to be able to decipher what was sent because two or more signals are interfering with each other. This way, how it works is the transmitter, or the hub, is saying it's talking to each one individually and asking it questions, and the receiver can send back data that has since changed since the last time I talked. Now, right now, it's just talking to addresses 0 through 9 in order. It doesn't know that the only existing receiver out there is address 3, but it doesn't matter because if it doesn't get any feedback, it doesn't care. And address 3 isn't feeding anything back if motion hasn't been detected since we've last seen it. So take this project into consideration because this is a very, very valuable lesson. The code is very well commented, at least I think so, and I hope you appreciate it, or I hope you appreciate it, I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate it. To those of you who pledged towards the Kickstarter, thanks so much. Next is the final main project. We've talked about just about everything here. We haven't done the cell button or the buzzer, but or the LED, but I'm going to cover those in an extra project. The remaining main project is a wireless combination lock, and then we're going to do 2 more videos. One is using this for Bluetooth and the RoboRemo app, and lastly we'll talk about how to use the cell button and the buzzer and the LED. It's very easy to use those. We'll also talk a little bit about the level shifter because that's important too. But the main projects are done after the next one, and then everything after that is supplementary. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Project 8.